Welcome back to Let's MAP Broward with Nikki. Today we're on site on the corner of Nob Hill and Southgate, and we're going to let you know what improvements have been done on this MAP Broward project. And we have a special treat. We're going to interview the CBE that does the CEI services on this project. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Let's MAP Broward with Nikki. I have a special guest with me today. Say hi, Francis.
Hi, my name is Francis Chin, F&J Engineering Group.
Yes, and he is the CBE that did the CEI services here on the corner of Nob Hill and Southgate. So tell us, Francis, about your firm and what you've done here on the project.
So our firm is a sub-consultant to a prime that has been in charge of inspecting the intersection here for the construction that's going on. The CBE program has been vital to my firm in growing in this industry. I started about 6 or 7 years ago in the CBE program, and it has allowed our company to grow substantially with partnering with other firms and firms that are allotted to be able to go after bigger projects. We take a smaller role, but it gives us the ability to get the exposure with these firms.
Exactly, and that's what you are, a success story. I'm so excited. Francis actually has plans to try to graduate in a couple of years out of the CBE program.
Absolutely.
So I am so happy for you guys. Can you give our viewers who are CBEs or small businesses some tips? How did you get involved in this MAP Broward project? What advice would you give to a firm?
No, absolutely. First thing is join the CBE program. The CBE program is a great program for small businesses that are in Broward County to get exposure with bigger firms. Bigger firms are looking for CBEs to partner with so that they can meet their goals for projects, and they have requirements to meet those for those projects. So the first thing is to join, and it's a great program. And the second thing is go out there, meet these bigger firms, see who's going after them, and you know, talk to them and tell them what you can offer. You know, our industry is basically based on professional services. It's based on our personnel. If you have good personnel and you can have a lot to offer, these bigger firms, they'll use you.
I love it, Francis. And I want to point out that you are engineering, right? Because a lot of times we think the road work, we think of just the construction aspect.
Yes.
But there's a lot of engineering involved in this at the design phase, and you're at the CEI inspection throughout the project. So you have any tips for engineering specifically that you want to say to those firms that might be interested?
So for AE firms that are qualified to do these type of work, whether it's design or inspections such as us, the tips that I would give them is talk to these bigger firms. Let them know that whenever projects come out in Broward County and you're a CBE, that you're able to let them meet their requirements for the project.
Yeah, so exactly. So you got to show up, right, and speak to them. So maybe attending the pre-bid meetings, doing your research, your homework, who are the big guys in town, and making those connections and showing your value to those firms.
Talk to the Broward County folks. They'll point you in the right directions and go from there.
Okay, thank you so much, Francis, for joining our show, and good luck to you.
So one thing special about this project was there was a pre-construction video where we saw a lot of flooding, a lot of standing water in this area. So what we did was we installed what they call French drain down the median, which are huge boxes to contain the water and disperse the water. And you saw an immediate improvement in the area. The flooding disappeared immediately.
Wow.
So the whole median was French drain with 24-inch pipes that were never here before, brand new installation. And then we installed all brand new drainage structures on the main line, Southgate and Nob Hill, and all the corners, which totally eliminated the flooding problem that we had. One of the other major things was the road widening. This area gets very congested in the mornings and in the evenings. Pretty much rush hour. The rush hour traffic was very bad here. So we installed extra lanes, and we made the existing lanes wider to make sure all the traffic could go to and from at a faster pace. The other thing was the upgrade of the signalization, all your traffic lights. So once we did the widening, everything was above ground. All the wiring and everything was exposed. So we did directional bores, and everything that was above ground is now below ground. So when the hurricanes come, it doesn't affect anything. You don't lose your power. So the widening of the roads, the upgraded signalization, all these new drill shafts, they're rated for 170 mile/hour winds. They're ready for the hurricane. And everything that we're standing on, all the wiring is now underneath us. There used to be large span poles all around with all this wiring. Everything's gone, which is a safety factor because it's one less thing that somebody can get injured on. So there was extra telephone poles everywhere that are no longer here. Another excellent thing about this project was the landscaping. We didn't have to destroy anything. When we did the widening, there was huge oak trees that were decades old.
Wow.
A company came in by the name of Arizosa, root prune them for 8 to 10 weeks so they don't go into shock. And all the oak trees that were here are now east of University. So we moved all, so we didn't lose any trees.
Amazing.
And another great thing about the environmental part here with the city, we worked hand in hand with the city of Tamarack. You have ground owls. We noticed that there was ground owls all around. So they called the Audubon Society, and now those areas are all protected. So,
wow.
Yeah. And, but no, this was a great project. The drainage, signalization, and now as you can see in the background, we're getting fresh asphalt, fresh roadway striping, but it's really coming together.
Wow, that is amazing. So I'm glad you spoke of all the different aspects. So there's different opportunities. You think there's paving, there's striping, there's drainage, there's signalization, there's all kinds of opportunities here on these MAP Broward projects. So get involved. Thank you for watching this episode of Let's MAP Broward with Nikki. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, tell someone about the show, and let us know if you're interested in getting certified as a CBE. You can give us a phone call at the number below or contact us on our website. See you next time.